Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report. If you got the pay-per-view last night, tell me what you thought about it. Was it good, poor, average? Got my opinion of it. Tell you here in a while. All right, well, as far as the news, Fatal 4-Way, got 2 days worth. Fatal 4-Way and the I Quit match, let's see, 2 out of 3 falls, and Sheamus and Barrett, Ryback, and Tamina and Snuka. Believe it or not, I had this on the Diamond Dan Facebook page, and I got all of them right, except the Barrett deal was a count out. I picked Barrett, but Neville ended up winning by count out, but I don't count that. He didn't lose, so didn't win either. But anyway, I got all the picks right. But the pre-show, I didn't. Curtis Axel, this kind of interesting story. Curtis Axel is going to be appearing at the 14th Annual Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame induction in New York City this weekend. Axel is inducting his father, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. Slam Wrestling has a recap of the event, which also includes Rick Martel, Michael P.S. Hayes, and others. Axel said he was said to be humble and appreciative of his father. Talked about how Curt always seemed to be there for the important game and event, despite the road trips that he took for wrestling. Axel said he's now trying to live up to his father's name set and in and out of the ring. Axel closed the speech by reading a eulogy that his father, Larry the Axe Hennig, had written for Curt's funeral in 2003. Also note, Kevin Sullivan, no, not the wrestler, Kevin Sullivan, the writer, is currently working on a book about The Undertaker, which will cover the character and storylines, but not the man behind the gimmick. Not yet. Name of the book will be Undertaker, 25 Years of Destruction. Is going to be released November 3rd. All right, there's supposed to be in there, coverage includes stunning visuals, I guess, an in-depth discussion of Undertaker's rise within WWE ranks, and exclusive interviews with superstars and announcers, other personalities, and behind-the-scenes look at Undertaker's historic streak. All right, tonight, let's get the current news. Tonight, WWE Raw is taking place at Richmond Coliseum, Richmond, Virginia, with a fallout from Payback and the hype for the Elimination Chamber. Superstars being advertised, of course, as the usual suspects. The return of Big Show to TV. No matches have been announced, but like I say, Big Show's scheduled to be there. And Naomi is teasing about a Diva title shot against Nikki Bella. Also note that John Cena is going to be defending his U.S. title tonight in another open challenge. Watch Rusev show up. 5, maybe Lana, who knows. Anyway, Cena, Reigns, and Orton is taking on Rollins, Show, and Rusev locally there. WWE's focusing on these points for tonight. Will Rollins really as good as he says he is? And what I Quit match aftermath lies ahead for John Cena, Rusev, and Lana. Who's going to the Elimination Chamber? That's going to be announced. And will Barrett settle the score with Neville in a kingly fashion? Will Naomi become the next Diva champion? The I Quit match wasn't right because they said that if somebody's incapacitated, like Cena was during the match, he couldn't say I quit. Well, that don't happen. But Rusev, he wasn't incapacitated, but he was talking in another language, and Lana said he quit. So he really didn't quit. Noted before, Sheamus is now being advertised for, believe it or not, WWE Intercontinental Champion on upcoming WWE live events, which could be a spoiler to the Elimination Chamber match for the vacant title later this month. And for what it's worth, PWI Insider notes that there's continued to be a talk within WWE that Sheamus is going to be walking away from the Elimination Chamber that night as the winner. Anyway, like I say, participants will probably be announced tonight. And the show that's going to be here live locally is they're announcing that Rollins was still champion. So far he is. And you'll probably notice a big hot patch on Ziggler's, well, let's see, it was above his eyebrow right here. It got like 10 stitches Did a wonderful little headbutt on Sheamus last night, and I kind of think it was a glancing deal, and it hurt him worse than Sheamus. Blood everywhere. Of course, we'll probably see pictures of it, but they'll have to do it black and white, because you know we can't stand blood. We just can't do it. WWE announced following today, Vinny Chase and the boys are coming to Monday Night Raw. I don't watch this stuff, but anyway, the 5 actors is better known as stars of the upcoming Entourage film, is going to be joining May 25th edition of Monday Night Raw as the show's guest stars. Visitors to WWE Universe always make for memorable evenings, but it's been some time since Raw welcomed the 4 celebrities under its roof, and so shenanigans is going to be running rampant, I guess. I don't know why I didn't watch Entourage. But anyway, tune in to Raw May 25th to see what goes down and who the superheroes join the WWE, the would-be superheroes join the universe. And WWE NXT talent Tony Briggs is now working on a Supreme Wrestling in Sacramento, California, under his real name, Brian Tenen. Made his first post-Raw appearance at the event, and he'll be back in June 21st. Raw is going to be on tonight's show tonight with Jimmy Fallon, May 21st. Well, not tonight, but May 21st, which is Thursday, to promote San Andreas, which is his new movie, and it looks like it's going to be a hell of a good movie. Ton of special effects in it. All right, most of the Raw crew, most of the NXT crew that worked the Philadelphia and Albany this past weekend flew to Orlando this Sunday, and the morale amongst the roster is said to be on the high after the weekend, according to PWI Insider. Thursday's Philadelphia show was sold out. Friday's show in Philadelphia did well, not sold out, but Saturday's Albany show had good walk-up and good strong crowd. The only negative that came out of the weekend so far was the sound system in Albany was bad, and they had air conditioning problems in Albany. Whew, had some sweaty people in there, I guess. Believe it or not, Bret Hart is going to be on Ric Flair's Play It podcast this week. Didn't know Flair had a podcast. Must have forgot about it. But you know, WWE is going to have a good moneymaker with NXT if they start traveling a lot. Get maybe 2,000 or 3,000 in a venue, maybe even more. Because a lot of people want to know, I wonder what's coming up to the WWE roster soon. And probably a lot cheaper to get into, too. I didn't see the ticket prices. And as noted, been a lot of rumors about Samoa Joe signing with WWE, possibly debuting an NXT takeover this week. And for what it's worth, Northeast Wrestling issued this statement. They said August 1st he will be joining Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio, El Patron, Young Bucks, Mickey James, Velvet Sky, new champion Matt Taven, and Brian Anthony, and many more superstars to be announced. So he's going to be there for them for that one. NortheastWrestling.com if you want to check it out. And noted earlier this year that WWE Studios has partnered with, of all things, Kiss rocker Gene Simmons to create. They're going to create and produce elevated horror movies. I don't know if that's going up and down, what they mean by it, but anyway, it's the company has announced this weekend that Voltage Pictures will be handling the international sales, and noted that the first 3-picture deal will be Temple, a movie that is recently acquired by WWE Studios. DeadCentral.com reports that Temple will be written by Matt Savellini, from Exile to Babylon. The movie follows a highly trained team that finds himself trapped inside an isolated military compound after its artificial intelligence goes down. While investigating a source of malfunction, the crew members experience strange, horrific phenomenon as they try to figure out who or what killed the crew that previously stationed at the compound. Now, I'm not sure if they're talking about the elevated horror. I don't know whether that's going to be over and above on blood and guts, murder and mayhem, you know, or whether it's just going to be, let's say, scientific type horror stuff. Hey, we'll find out. By the way, let me know what you thought about the pay-per-view, and see you later in the week. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.